We're going to Spartanburg, South Carolina. Spartanburg, going to crash to test. In case you guys haven't already caught on, JR's right programming all the Syndicate workouts. They would have asked me, but they thought I was just going to go and win it. And this was before they knew that I was done fucking playing with all these stupid athletes in their dumb little sandbox. But anyway, so I wasn't included in any of that until it was too little and too late, and all the workouts were already made. So going to do all the workouts, testing them for Jur and Wilson. I think Wilson's gonna be there. Should be cool. Bryson doesn't even know what they are. I know all.
This is the first that I'm knowing that they're Syndicate workouts.
Oh,
I didn't even know that.
Right. He kind of, he knew we were going to test workouts. JR told me to tell him they were for Crucible. He kind of inferred that they were for a semifinal, but I don't think he knew which one at all. I know the workouts. I haven't done any of them as written, which is probably a good thing. I know some of these other fucking slapdicks that are going to be there have. And that'll be all the more reason why they shouldn't lose to me, but they're going to very, very badly. I'm going to have to adjust 2 workouts that have squatting in it. I'm not squatting, but I think my adjustments will at least produce the same sort of soreness and fatigue that I would get if I were squatting. And then the other 4 workouts, I don't need to adjust at all, and I'll be able to hit them as hard as anyone. And luckily those first 2 workouts are on the first day, so I just make my adjustments today, which is Friday, and then...
Oh, you're adjusting both today?
Yeah.
And that's it?
Yep. And Saturday, Sunday are as written. I guess I can say the workouts now, probably. Hey?
I mean...
At this point?
There, yeah.
Alright, the first workout I really was... It might have some changes. I was really adamant to JR that I think he should change it. It's heavy Isabel. That's just 30 snatches at 225.
Okay.
I don't like that because they did 30 heavy snatches last year at semifinals, and Syndicate always has a heavy snatch. And what he had first sent to me was this idea of like 12 deadlifts, maybe 15 deadlifts, 12 cleans, 9 snatches, like 15 at 315, 12 at, I don't know, maybe it was 15 at 365, 12 at 275, 9 at 225. And I was like, damn, that's fucking cool. It's like back 9. I really like that idea. And then he told me that it would be Isabel. And I was like, no, do the other one. And I was like, well, why don't you do, 45 deadlifts at 225 and 15 snatches for time. Like, I think that would be something that no one's really ever done before. It would fit really well. You could still advance the barbell. Set of 15 deadlifts, set of 15 deadlifts, set of 15 deadlifts, set of 5 snatches, set of 5 snatches, set of 5 snatches. I think that would be sick.
Yep.
I'm still really adamant that that's what he should do. Oh, we're doing heavy Isabel today. But
is he mandating that people squat?
no, it's no mandated.
So you're not adjusting this one?
I guess I'm not, but I'm not squatting.
Right.
Everyone will squat to go fast.
Right.
I'm going to do 30 power. It's a 10-minute cap, and I think I can finish in 10 minutes. Maybe not. We'll see. The environment will help, and the C4 that I'm going to get right before will help. And I'm 100% for that workout. I know we talked about it, dude, but I have to relapse before that workout to hit.
Me and Taylor quit C4 like a week ago, and it feels like it's been 2 years.
Yeah,
And
it's been rough.
every day, one of us tries to convince the other one to quit.
I think I could do 3 a minute. We'll see.
I think you definitely can.
Yeah, I really got to be fucking on it. And then the next workout, I can't remember the exact order, but I think this is the order. It's a hundreds chipper, which I also was like not super stoked about just because he did one at Crucible 2 years ago. And I don't know, JR really loves the idea of a hundreds chipper. They're not it's not my I don't hate it. It's just not like...
The reason I like 100 chipper is because it has to be programmed really well to still be a good workout. It's really easy to misprogram 100 chipper with a bad movement or a bad weight for a movement, and then turn it into only that movement matters. There's a log jam here, everyone just stops moving here. The first movement doesn't matter. So, and I think JR programs them really well.
I think in this event, the first movement doesn't matter. I think no matter what the 100 stripper is, most of the time the first movement doesn't matter, and that's why I don't like it. And I gave him this. So the workout's 100 cal echo bike. Then I think it's 100 bar facing burpees. Then I think it's 100 toes to bar, and I know it ends with 100 front squats at 115/80. I think it could be echo toes to bar burpee squat, and I think that might be the. I would like that order better.
I would think that's better.
I would like that order better. So it probably is that. Let me actually just check, just to confirm. I told them that I thought they should finish on the bike. It would make the bike really, and start with the bar facing burpee. We made them do what they did. James Hobart had I saw him make a competition do this where they had to advance their rower every particular cals. Like, what if they had to advance their bike? You had the big fat tires on it.
Every 20?
Right. I think that would just be so fucking cool, and it would make the bike actually matter. I just think starting with the bike makes it not matter at all. No matter where you put the burpees, toes to bar, front squats, they matter.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they are each in and of themselves hard enough.
That's a good point.
So that was my argument, but we will see. It is bike, toe to bar, burpee, front squat. And I'm going to be doing either a front rack step up to 20 inches. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I think that's more closer to a squat than a lunge. And there's lunging later in the weekend, so probably do a step up.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard as fuck. So those are the two workouts today. Tomorrow starts with 10 rounds for time, 300-meter run, 40-foot yoke at 4:05. Oh, I did that workout pretty close to as written. Then event 4 is 2, 2, 2, 3 intervals. Initially, it was 60 Rogue Pro, 3 legless for guys, 2 for ladies, and then max distance kettlebell overhead lunges with the 50s until you get 60 meters. So that would be 6 40-foot lengths, 6 reps of a 40-foot length. I would imagine he's going to go in like 5 foot or 10 foot. Needs to be 5 foot increments and an interval workout, I think. So we'll see. And this was one I had some feedback on him for, because I did kind of a version for it. I just pushed a sled instead of doing lunges. And I was finishing the legless in like 105 to 115. And he was thinking about, was that too hard? Should it be regular rope climbs? And I told him that he should use a cut rope, and that he should make Wilson tell Rogue we're cutting the fucking ropes, because the last time they've done them is 2018 regionals. That's 7 years ago, and it's the most athletic form. It's the coolest rope climb by far. So fucking cool. And so that's what I'm testing this weekend. He's like, I'm gonna have you do 60 Rogue Pro, 4 cut rope, max lunge. And those numbers look really cool too, because it's 6 40-foot segments of the lunge. 6'4", 60 meters. I just think that's great. And I think he's gonna have Angelo and maybe some of the other people test with legless. Angelo's done all the workouts, so you know he's got a leg up. So Angelo, if you lose to me in any of the workouts, you fucking suck, bro. I think you should do the cut rope version. I'm unsure if 4's too many still. Like, I thought he should have done, initially I was like, just keep it 3 cut rope. Because the people who suck at it are gonna, when you bobble the rope once, it's game over.
Yeah.
You bobble the fucking rope with your feet and it's like, fuck, this just got so hard. And it introduces an element of like accuracy and coordination and athleticism into the movement that I really like. So that's the last workout on Saturday. Then Sunday, 30 GHDs, handstand obstacle down, 10 box jump overs at 42 inches, handstand obstacle back, 24 handstand, 8 handstand, 18 handstand 6, handstand 12, handstand 4, handstand 6, handstand 2. And then I would imagine they run to finish, or maybe they do an obstacle back one over more time. So it's like GHD, ramp, stair, box jump, stair, ramp, GHD, back and forth. Be a cool workout. And then the finale is for time, 9 sandbag cleans with the 200, 15 bar muscle ups, 21 row calories, 15 bar muscle ups, 9 sandbag cleans. Oh, 25-minute cap. I'm just not squatting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's not risk. Don't risk it.
Like I can demo squat and I can do all the things for class.
Is it
but
just loaded stuff?
yeah, and bounce. Like I'm sure I could relearn the movement and go to here, and be fine. But I just don't want to do that.
Like any loading or like barbell loading?
I can squat, but to squat to the frequency to compete swells up, gets angry. And if I don't squat, I can do everything else with no limitations. I can like do that, feel fine without warming up. But
Well,
if I,
for whatever it's worth, I was just telling him I tore my Achilles 4 months ago playing basketball, and I have this new procedure. It's called internal bracing.
Yeah.
They put like Kevlar in your leg and they anchor. And I was walking at like week 2.
that's crazy.
And it just, for whatever it's worth, like it's not worth pushing.
Right. Yeah, I
You know that, but
I've had enough of the surgeries from skateboarding and football and just all good. Rich can't buck and squat, so basically as good as him now.
So yeah, you're a goat now.
Uh,
Are you allowed to be on camera, or do you have a contract with Mayhem?
No, that could be on camera.
What are you guys doing today for first workout?
Heavy Isabel, 30 snatch, 225.
Are you
Women's
gonna
weight
power
is
all?
irrelevant. Guy can't power any of them.
Ah.
Yeah, totally different game plan between me and him.
Is there any competitive tension here?
yeah, I'm gonna fuck Angelo up.
He's gonna fuck you. That's what he said.
Yeah, I don't know why he's gonna fuck me.
People who I would have to really work myself up for to want to like be competitive against it. It's you and Colton, because I like you guys a lot. But anyone else, I typically have an attitude of like I want to murder this person.
Like when you walked away, I was like, I can't race anybody in this workout. Like I have to. I literally could do it in a lane by myself, or I could do it in a competition with 50,000 people, and like I will do the exact same.
Squat snatch. You're gonna do 12, then you're gonna advance forward and do 9, advance do 6, advance do 3. And just for this, let's say time is at the completion of the final snatch. Okay? Make sure you stand up all the way at the top. For this, let's just say, because the floor may be kind of tight, I think we're gonna alternate. But let's say you have to be in your designated marker for the rep to count. So if you step on the line or step out,
For this workout, load up on the glycogen. It's all power output.
Do you need more?
I'll probably need for $1,000, baby.
do you think 155 is too light for women?
Maybe. What I also think is watching these girls go. I think if the workout was 45 deadlifts and 15 snatches, it would add way more excitement to it, because it's something no one knows how it's going to go down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, do you think 155 is too light for the women?
It's hard, honestly. It's hard to say. The women at the top, yes, but their drop off is
But the
steeper.
drop
I
off
feel
is
like.
way earlier.
Like I feel like more guys will probably be able to finish 225, but the top times of the females will be faster. So
Yeah.
it's hard. It's so hard. The women's female are so hard.
he was talking about Rich doing it sub 5, but he powered like the first 20.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
And that was like 2014. So I'm just curious how many people will still be like, hey, I'm gonna power while I can, or if they'll just start squatting from the beginning.
I think it's way more fun to watch for people if it's 45 than 15.
45 and 50.
15 deadlift, 15 deadlift, 15 deadlift, 5, 5, 5. Dude, I'm just saying. No one's done that. Okay.
That's why I'm okay.
It'd be funny if you guys got everyone else to do it and then you change it.
Job, dude. He wouldn't have even just powered the first 12.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, I just would have squatted from the beginning.
That's
It's all
crazy.
way faster. Because I was telling him that you said Rich powered the first hub, and then
Yeah.
he's like, no, I'm not faster doing that.
I can't imagine that being a good strategy for anybody. Like I would always, even if you're
Because
strong
he's
as
so
shit.
powerful. Why not just use some when
You
you
just use a
can?
lot more muscle at the squat.
Well, that's what I would think, like 5. But then as soon as as it starts to like make you hesitate,
Yeah.
just go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like general thoughts. I know this one's a little bit more straightforward, right? But we're playing around with a bunch of different numbers. 12.963 is obviously what is the most definitive, but we've explored, other numerical rep schemes that, JR can allude to. We just think that this one is probably the cleanest.
It makes people go fast, I think.
Yeah.
Once I got to 6, I was like, oh, just get 6 quick, and then just get 3 quick.
Once I finished 9, I was like, shit. I literally just have to do that set. That's it.
I like that. And it looks clean, but I think it will contribute to more intensity.
I don't think there's not a lot of movement in the beginning anyway, because everyone's feeling good.
Yeah.
The movement and the separation is all at the end, and I just think finishing with more than 3 is going to be difficult to watch.
Yeah.
So if you have 4 or 5 people all with 5 in the air, it's hard to keep up with how
Like
many.
everyone in this room did these 3 faster than any other 3. Maybe the first 3, but like.
The judges aren't going to do, they usually just do 5. I mean, some will count down, but historically 5 is like where you stay, and then you just give individual counts. So
You guys all did the first 5 reps, everybody in a minute. And then there was a ton of separation after that. But everyone did the first 5 reps in a minute.
My whole game plan was
Clock last year on the 30, which shouldn't be the case, I don't think. So I think squatting's faster. I think this is harder.
This one's harder.
Yeah, I think.
what are your thoughts on, obviously there's been max lifts, there's been complexes over the years. Like this is obviously like our strength test. Like seeing that, is it, to kick off the weekend as the first workout, is it nice to like get that out of the way? I know some competitions push it towards the back half of the weekend, and it's kind of like how their fatigue affects their ability to lift strength. I mean, we are more biased to like putting it on the front half to be able to compare, and we are.
I think having this first and the long one second on the first day is good.
Yeah.
And because it's not on its own, like it's not a rested 1 RM, I think it's good being first.
Yeah. I want to say that you originally had the legless as a workout too, and I asked you to switch the hundreds and the legless. Yeah, there was a.
We needed something else.
Too much overhead in the first day, probably what we decided, or you decided and told me.
Initially we didn't have the snatch on the first.
Yeah,
day.
I think when we talked about, because I wanted to do that too, the snatch first, because of the history behind it. Like, I think it makes the most sense. Like, if this workout didn't have any history behind it, then it'd be like, okay, whatever. Like, but it's not a rested 1 RM. You're still getting the strength test first, but it is fatigued. It may not be pre-fatigued, but it's like during it is fatiguing. But the history with this workout, like Matt and Rich doing it 10 years ago.
Have done it and have times, and if you want people to be able to say, hey, can anyone beat them, you probably need to have.
You need to have do it fresh.
For me, I look back at 21, we ran this event, and people, like, there was like 5 people more than that hit over 300 pounds. And it was just wild to like provide that atmosphere, and obviously way more people in the crowd, and you guys would have much faster times with thousands of people watching you. But no, this is we're gonna do our best to standardize it at all the events in the North America region, which is gonna be pretty awesome. So NorCal, TFX, and Mayhem will all do iterations of this exact same workout as close to the dimensions that we have. So we're excited to be able to provide some consistency to the season that is ever changing. We hope that people can appreciate that, and it's a little bit of the history. It's a little bit of the semifinal history, the homage to like Rich and like those guys in the OG era, and then just a really good test. We're surprised that it hasn't been done up to this point, to be honest. Like
I was
reverse, like in
I was
place,
gonna do a step up, just a box step up. Is that too hard?
That's so bad.
I mean, if you do that, I think it should.
I mean, as crazy as it sounds, even if he gave us data before the front squat and he just stopped, like hypothetically,
But I think
that's like gonna be great data for us too.
I want his legs to feel the last 100 reps of the workout. Going into the run and going into the lunges tomorrow, like I want him to be able to feel. Step up is probably the best choice because lunging is tomorrow.
Yeah, the lunge I won't be sorted off now.
But you don't want to lunge 2 days in a row, is what I'm saying. Yeah. That's fine.
Step ups in the front rack is gonna be so bad.
Yeah.
That is gonna be so bad.
115, right?
You better try it in the warm up. That sounds bad.
I do a lot of step ups with the sandbag, not in the front rack, but
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever's.
You're probably gonna beat me anyways.
I might get to 15 and be like, I quit.
This is stupid.
As long as for you, like mentally knowing what's coming is not going to make you.
No, I won't.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll go hard on the first 3 and give myself an out if it's too hard. When I
Yeah. I'm gonna do 50.
I don't think we need to judge. I don't think we need to try to judge this.
Yeah, because the rule like the burpee or the worm is like it has to be a jump, which is like what is that? Because this is I don't think that's okay. But
Does that just mean both feet have to be on the ground at not the same time? Does that mean?
I think both feet have to be off the ground at the same time.
You can basically still step over that way, though.
Kind of, yeah, kind of.
If you're walking over, either you're really good at pacing or you're just conceding defeat.
I think that's cool.
Well, he'll probably break less with the step ups too.
break less?
I think
Yeah.
I'll break more. You're the front rack for so long. Maybe. I don't know. You're the front.
But you can start again so much quicker on front squats.
Yeah.
I feel like why wouldn't you break?
Yes. Maybe I will break more, but his breaks will probably be longer.
Way longer.
I don't know, dude. I get off when you strip.
He told me he was gonna go unbroken, so
Shut the fuck up. I didn't say that. I was thinking 5x20, but now I'm thinking, wow, no way.
if you did it with a 100-pound sandbag, would you go unbroken?
100-pound sandbag, I could go unbroken.
Yeah.
Where? Holding where?
And oh, my back.
Yeah.
I could hold 100. I could hold a 100-pound sandbag for a full day.
Yeah.
I could do a day where I didn't
No, you couldn't.
for 12 hours.
You think you would beat him with the 100-pound sandbag?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it down.
He would be.
I would beat anyone in this workout if the last movement was, maybe not anyone, but you get what I'm saying.
Dude, I thought I could carry a 100-pound sandbag for a long time too, and I carried it for a mile around my neighborhood, and I was hating my life. Me and my wife were gonna walk our dog, and I was like, I need to do another workout today. It was like September or something, so I didn't really give a shit. I just picked up the 100-pound sandbag. I'm like, I'll just walk with this, and it got bad quick.
400 is 20 cals a minute.
400 is 20 cals a minute. Fuck me, that's too fast. Well, okay, I was hoping to get done before 6 minutes. Like that was kind of, I wasn't planning to get done in 5 minutes. But after that, I'm fucked up. I'm really bad at, like, if I could choose 2 or 3 things in the whole world that I really don't ever want to see it come in the competition, is high volume echo bike, like in a period, high volume squats in a period, and then maybe high volume rowing in one period, and 2 of the 3 are in this workout.
Yeah. Any squatting for me sucks ass. I had 2 pizzas last night. I had a little buffalo chicken pizza and a steak and mushroom pizza. Not that I eat like that all the time, I don't. But I was,
So that's why you won the snatch workout, because mass moves mass.
yeah, my glycogens were all topped off.
You're basically doing a full squat one leg at a time, though.
I know.
Should you do 85?
And make the workout easier?
But it's not easier overall. It's easier. It's closer to the original level of easiness.
I don't know, let's ask Angelo. When it comes out.
You just asked me, are you considering changing anything? And I said, yes, having both feet make contact before you do whatever to get over the bar.
But when they're on the ground, they're contacting the floor. I'm just saying, I'm giving you the same pushback you're gonna get.
You're asking me, and I'm telling you that's the only thing I'm considering, but my initial answer was no.
So
So
when
do
I
whatever you want.
So when I do a burpee and my feet are on the floor behind me on the ground, that counts?
Before you've gotten up. No, what I'm saying is that I would say when you get up, so when your feet move, they need to both be on the ground before you get over the bar. But you do what you're doing, your little, like, one step. Cool, great. Great.
I just think it looks retarded. But you don't have to say jump, but a 2-foot takeoff. So 2 feet have to be in the air at the same time. It's not retarded, it's been done for 10 years.
And everyone's
done
been
for 10 years.
messing that up for 10 years.
But at least it looks athletic.
It doesn't look athletic.
It looks way more athletic than fucking me slobbering all over the floor like I have.
Well, don't do it then. If you don't look like an athlete, do it the athletic way.
No, I'm doing
Not
it.
the fast way.
You don't care if I spit on the floor, right? All upper body.
Just the front rack position.
That didn't do anything to my legs. I should have just done a back rack step up heavier for my legs.
You think that was legs for him?
100%. Angelo, was that legs for you?
I'm not. I know that movement took you 8 minutes, so that's way harder.
Yeah.
What I'm asking is, if you could have squatted, do you
Yeah.
think it's reasonable that they take 5 minutes?
100%.
So
I would have
that'd be-
destroyed the squat.
That'd have been about
My legs felt great going into that.
Okay.
I was like, wow, my legs feel great. My upper body was tired, and the front rack
Oh, yeah.
step up just made my upper body explode. So I think to get a more leg stimulus, I should have just done like a 125 sandbag in the back rack. But is what it is.
But your
100%.
your toes to bar were 4 minutes, and not many people can do that. So
4 flat ish.
I mean, like
It's under 5.
4:20.
Yeah.
You started right at 5, or that's when you got off the bike, and I think you ended at 4:27. So like that's
Yeah.
that's where you were able to make up a lot.
Hey, it was shoulders and front rack for like the first 30, and then it became legs.
Do you ever do this?
I was just sweating. Like, if you ever see me do that in a workout, I'm like, I'm scrambling.
Yeah.
Like I'm grasping at straws because I don't know what's gonna help me. I fucked the burpees up. I was stepping up with the same foot too often. I just need to do, if I would do that in competition, I would have to practice it a few times. I think the last 20, I mean, may have not been my fastest, but felt the smoothest.
There will be people under 20. I think I could have gone faster. I think I could have gone faster on the burpees because I finished the burpees and I felt fine. And then I did my first set of step ups and I was like, wow, these are going to be so fucking hard. I'm slowing down. So I think if it was front squats and maybe the 115s, it's definitely different on the legs, but like you just can breathe. I think way easier on a front squat.
I think if you can breathe in that movement, like you can, but people who are really tight, toes to bar are not like, hey, let me catch my breath. They're just jacking. For you guys, you could tell you were relaxed.
Like I'm sure you guys all thought I was a total pussy when I picked the bar up and it was 24, 26. And I was like, I'm just gonna pick it up and hang on. Like even if I don't go fast, like I'm just gonna hang on for the last 30 seconds. I did 5 and I go, there's no point. I'm gonna stand here with the bar on my shoulders. Like I have to drop it.
And the order is about as good as it can get without making one movement really, really take forever. If you put the bike anywhere else, it's gonna take like, it's just gonna be bad. Yeah. So we'll see what you guys say, but like, I mean, you didn't have to squat the first one, you still went sub 7. So if this is all the squatting in the competition with the lunges, with the running and yoke carry, I'm just curious if you guys still think, no, there's plenty of legs.
Like for me, my legs aren't that bad, but my legs are throttled through here from the power snatches. That might be because I'm untrained, but I think
Dude, I'm not gonna be able to walk tomorrow.
if it was 100,
I'm so messed
if I did the squat, my legs would be destroyed. Finishing that workout on the squats are going to annihilate people.
There's gonna be more, I don't call it debate, but I think variables that might be considering in real time, just reps of rope climbs.
Yeah, I think I would like to have you guys do slightly different versions in
Cut rope,
the
ball,
case we
like-
can't do the cup rope. I think you should do the legless, but I think that's my opinion.
What do you mean? You think what?
I think you should do
No,
the version of the legless. He should do the cup rope.
I'm better at the cut rope. Let Angelo do legless. I will give you I think I'll give you the date on the cut rope. No one in the semifinal field anywhere in the world will be as good as me on the cut rope. Just a fact.
We could both do cut rope then.
Legless, for me, I did the legless. I just didn't lunge, and I was finishing all my rounds in 115 was my slowest, and that was the third round. I was like 105, 106, 107, 115.
So that's probably
And I'm a good lunger.
Mine were faster than that too.
Okay.
My legs were even faster. I was doing the countdown, so I had 53 seconds on all 3 rounds. The last one, I think I was closer to you. Like I had like 47 seconds.
I mean, yeah, we definitely need someone to do cut rope.
It's been 7 years. No one's done it. It's the coolest. You still get enough leg lifts. I know I've told you, you still get enough upper body pulling, and you make it so athletic. One bobble on the rope and you're fucked. Yeah, I hadn't done a Rogue Pro double under since like fucking Wadapalooza 2022, and they were annihilating me.
Okay.
I was getting wrecked.
I can see I did them all unbroken. That's why.
I did the Rogue Pro unbroken
Oh,
too.
just fucking you up.
Yeah, I just went. I like didn't push the legless pace. I was like, all right, I'm gonna have the sled, but then I did. I like ran with the sled on level 3. I didn't like coast it.
Like I told him, I mean, someone can beat me in that one, but I went fast. Like I really do think I went fast. So, like,
You have like 20 bikers.
No, like 10.
No, you don't. You have more than 10 or 11, dude. That's crazy.
I mean, I'm in here every day. It's my turn, but I don't know what I have. The first iteration of the programming yesterday was back squats instead of front squats and front rack yoke. I really wanted to do a front rack.
Oh, that would be cool.
But the clunkiness of whenever people have to break, do they drop it behind them? Do they bring it back in front? I was like, I can't do that. So just carry the
Like
yoke
you mean
on the
like
back.
standard wise if they have to
On
break.
just the light back squat from the floor. They
Oh.
have to. I'm guessing he's riding with Angelo. They're standing. He's standing up house.
Dude,
Maybe they can't get.
can I turn this off?
All right.
I'm not in great running shape. Maybe that's bullshit. I'm a good runner, but I recently have just been running longer, slow stuff. I haven't done any sort of speed work, so I don't know.
Is that an excuse?
For sure. I tore my
That's his-
hamstring.
that's his,
I pulled my hamstring a couple months ago.
People who have like really low confidence in CrossFit always have. They have to preface it with. They have to preface like a possible bad performance with an excuse. So.
So like
in
if someone
case-
had gout on their pinky or something.
So if I beat him today, like it'll already be taken away from me even before we start.
Right.
That was crazy, dude. Dude, this guy right here pisses me off more than anyone.
Whoa.
I got 10 rounds. So you'll end up
Actually,
there. Yeah, so round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. Yep. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Get there. Nice job. Nice job, guys.
so legs for me. I think it should be heavier.
No, you were touching.
You knocked it over, dude.
You were touching it, and it would bounce into me. I was like, "What the fuck is he doing?" You would touch it every time.
Your yoke set?
No, he would tap the pylon, and I would have to like swim move it.
Oh.
And on one round he tapped it, and it hit me in the chest.
Should have just
and I
fucking thrown it in him.
So instead of running around it one time, I ran up to it, flipped it up, and then turned around. Well, because of course the next round there's a fucking car out there, and I was like, "Gosh dang it!" I'm like, "I gotta pick it up." Just one when I knocked the pylon over, and I was like, "Okay, well I have to pick it up."
That felt like more legs than the last workout for me.
You think it needs to be more yoke?
Yeah. I definitely don't think it needs to be a heavier yoke.
I don't think it needs to be more yoke. It was.
Really?
No, my run
So
slowed.
you on round 7 started doing.
That's because my legs hurt.
Yeah,
Right.
You weren't short choppy anymore. You were like the cadence of your step. Their cadence never slowed down.
Yeah, you guys were 7 seconds.
I was just slowing on the runs because of how my legs were blown up from that. Like by round 3, my hamstrings were feeling it a ton, and then by round 6, this and my hip flexors and my hamstrings.
So
So
you said it's all legs for me.
if you're doing 10 seconds a yoke,
Yeah.
which you guys were faster than 10 seconds the majority of the time. But let's just say it's 10 seconds.
You want a running workout.
So listen, wait, let me finish. Instead of just assign 10 more seconds per round for just another yoke.
I don't think it's 10 more seconds.
I think it's longer.
I think it's just slow down.
It'll slow you. It'll make you slow down way more. That's why I think just maybe 20 more pounds on the yoke. I think. I don't know if you want a workout that no one's gonna be faster than 14 minutes, dude. Half the field's faster than me and Angelo in that workout. I
You
think.
think?
Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know. We're both good runners. Would you have the run workout at semis?
You guys are good.
Second?
11th. No, semis. No.
But you won your heat, right?
Yeah, and I won NorCal the trail run, but
Yeah.
I
So
think
we
that's-
can't. I mean, yeah. No, not half the field is beating you. 10 guys, maybe.
So they were 13 and a half. You guys were 12.
Well, it has to be. I mean, you have to make it longer somehow if you want to get that 14 to 18.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not like, it's probably more of an ego thing. Like, no, I just want to hit a specific time cap. It's more about the stimulus of the workout.
Yeah.
Like I just want it to be raw work capacity.
that's what that felt
It
like.
doesn't need to be a certain length, but I definitely, for instance, on the intervals, if someone does that in 3, and I have all these workouts that are 10 minutes or less, and then one that's 20, I don't like that. I want something that is in that 12 to 16.
I can tell. Well, I feel like me and him are top 10 out of the guys. Molly probably knows that's not a good workout for her, and we're a minute apart. So I mean, you're not that confident in that workout. You're gonna. That's
Separation as you would think.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. She knows that's like a damage control workout already. Me and him are
That was
looking at
bang
all.
bang between Angelo, and all it was is every round in the yoke is like he's gaining a step. Half step rounds 1 through 5, full step rounds 5 through 10, and that's
And I was running further than you.
right. Fuck off.
I mean, my lane was over here.
Your yoke was lighter.
Because I'm stronger.
If you add another yoke length, I think you triple the time.
You just think
You don't
it makes
double
the
it.
run
Yeah, I
slow
think
down.
so.
Makes everything slow down.
I think it slows the whole workout down a good amount.
I think if you want to make it any longer, you just add 20 total pounds.
Yeah.
Like 425.
Or the run can just be adjusted.
Or the run a little longer.
Well,
yeah, the run a little longer.
He
That's
was
probably
saying the
easier.
logistics of the run,
It's
getting the
usually
run longer.
300. You guys are running basically a 250. We just weren't.
That was a 250?
So from
God.
from the white line to the pylon, it's 250.
When I did it the other day at Charlotte, I ran 300. It took me like 1406.
So if it's a true, we don't need to do anything. We just make
If it's a
sure.
true 300, I don't think you can do it.
We just make sure the run is 300, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I think you just know there's not that much separation. I think it's a good workout that's probably going to be
It's great.
Well,
13:30 for the
there's
best,
sep-
and-
There's not a lot of separation in packs for people that are just like, hey, we're clearly the best runners, and then there's separation in another pack.
But I think it'll cause a lot of excitement. Bang, bang. It's really cool.
Well, I think people have to run hard, which I like, and then
Yeah.
the runs aren't too long to where you're just like, okay, I have to pace this really. Like,
No, I
you can't
think
really
if it's
pace it.
I think if it's a true 300, don't change anything.
Okay.
I think if it ends up being like a 275 or something, I think you do what he says, just a little bit of weight on the yoke.
Girls go or one
Depends
guy.
on what you want, like who's doing what workout.
I love to see more people race, just because I think everyone gets pushed a little bit. If you're going against one person,
I'll
you
go
know it's
for it.
wheelhouse for them, and you just get the
You
model.
have-
You're
you
just
have
like,
four-
oh, I don't even want to.
So we're doing 2 cut ropes and 2. Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Like intervals with a goal are got to be the hardest workouts to
So
program.
no one does.
What?
So no one can do it really well.
So you can't break it, and so it's not too hard. Those are the ones that I struggle with programming the most, like a goal, like this lunge goal, where I did a workout with chest work goal. What?
Run it every year.
You've done every year?
The ski toaster bar was 2 on 1 off just until you get whatever toaster bar, and then the swim GHD
that's
was
different.
2 on 1 off. This one the one with
You're saying those were for a goal. It was for reps.
well, but it's still for a goal because distance or reps is the same.
No, I know. I'm saying like, is there's an end goal. There's an end.
Just like this.
This has an end.
But I did that one with just like a 5 round cap. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's a lot easier to just be like, oh, 4 or 5, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like some people can do it in 4, some people have to do it in 5.
Like, yeah, this one you have to be able to know that people can't do it in 3, but also most can do it in 4.
Yeah, because I do think making people do 4 or 3 more rope climbs when you get to the bar muscle ups may matter.
Yeah.
Whereas like, oh cool, I'm good. I only did a third of the reps that they did.
Oh yeah. It's funny that the 2-2-2-3 is like almost a cop out. It's almost like you know, hey, man, I don't know if this is gonna work, but like it just caught on so much. Like everyone loves that, and because like you know that you are gonna get tired and you're gonna need more time, and that fourth interval is about when you need it.
You know you have that last minute to make you finish.
Yeah.
It's a cool idea. It's not. Yeah.
Taylor's 3:35 at Charlotte Classic was fucking brutal too.
And that was like very Taylor in that he's like, everyone's always done 2-2-3. I want to make the intervals all longer and make you hurt longer on the last one, where you're almost punished for, like, not punished, but you know you're gonna have to do the fifth interval. It's not a you maybe you won't have to. Like it's if you want those calories, you have to do that interval,
Yeah.
which is cool. But it's good that if you're gonna do it that way, it's like a machine. It's not like
Right.
oh my gosh, I'm gonna do more thrusters
Yeah.
because I'm fitter. Great.
Are you gonna clap Taylor in this?
I don't know. I probably not, honestly, because he says he does cut rope. I've done cut rope in probably 5 years. So like the athleticism it takes to do it, more practice helps a ton.
He doesn't do them a lot.
Oh, really?
He just has done them before.
Yeah.
Before we have him set up at our gym. So
We haven't had him set up in a long time. Like I literally cannot remember the last time I did them. It would have to be like around 2017, 2018 time where we had him hung up when they did them last time. So, I mean, I could, but he's for sure better on the lunge than me. And I think the rope climb is negligible, and he might literally be better there too. So probably not. But I think I can do well. Like, I think Taylor could break this workout. I think I can do good.
Is there what specific time do you want me to track?
Off the rope. 2, 1, go.
I think this is gonna be good because this is let's just say this is 8 feet. Really, it's gonna be 18 feet till the start of the white line. So that's every round that adding 18 feet, and this is only 8, so 10 feet. That's probably another 2 seconds per. That's probably extra.
200 feet makes sense.
Yeah.
Off the bat. to me.
100%. Yeah.
Just with transition length.
Yeah.
These are the scenarios. 200 feet. I still think, I mean, she's pretty good at weights, but she still blew up a good bit. I think we can still keep 3-2 as the reps keep if it's legless. For the double under, definitely don't need to go up.
Yeah.
If anything, we could go down.
It's been 30 to 35 seconds.
After round 2, though, the girls were breaking strategically.
Correct. I mean, Angelo broke strategically on that.
Right, which is fine. So I think 50 is good. Not for the girls. No way. It would help the girls a lot more. I'm hopeful we can do the cut rope because I think it really helps the grip. Because the second half of the legless is what's the hardest for the girls.
I was thinking about this towards before the last interval. Molly should have taken the third interval off, which I don't know if that's not what you want, I'm sure. But like, she didn't make it to the lunge anyways. Knowing what she knows now, she should have taken the third interval off and go as hard as she can in the fourth round.
Slow down. I'm not going to get very much lunging anyways.
At minimum, it's one legless.
Oh, okay.
One legless. Because she went forward on interval 3 and failed it.
Oh, wow.
Right. But I think, But I think like for the guys, we could make minimum work requirement be 2, and for the girls 1, if we kept it the legless. I like the cut rope for sure. I think it's good. I think it doesn't make the workout any easier, but I don't think it makes it harder either. I do think it helps the females more than it helps the males.
I was the exact same with the cut rope.
Like, yeah, your timing was pretty much the same, right? Yeah. Like saying if it was 200 feet, he still wouldn't have finished.
He still wouldn't have finished. And
right.
maybe just barely, I don't know. You have to ask him if he thought he could have pushed more on that third interval.
Anyone's always going to say yes to that question, though.
Yeah.
Like, had I known I only had 1, would I have held on a little? Like,
because he had 10 feet left to get to 200, right?
You have to ask Wilson. I don't know.
He
On
had
the third
10 feet
interval.
left to starting the fourth round. He had 10 feet and then a down.
But one thing I was considering is making the first rep only legless for the females, and then the second rep is with legs. Because the first rep, you guys still rested like 30 or 45 seconds before you did it. Huh?
We do 13 and a half ropes.
Yeah, it's not a true 15, or at least. No, this is. I'm saying the regionals rig where you're seeing guys go 1-2 touch. It's not. Yeah.
But that changes a lot.
Not on the cut rope.
What do you mean not on the cut rope? Why not? For sure it does. No, it changes it more, I think, on the cut rope for me. Because I go 1-2, block my legs and stand up. Way easier. 1-2-3, what he said. 1-2-3, block my legs, stand up. Sometimes I miss too.
You also do the heel hook.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that on the cut rope.
Oh, really? You think it's not
Because you can't pull your knees as high, which is fine on a normal rope climb because everyone's doing 2 anyway. If you
think
can't
the
pull your
J-hook
knees
is
high.
smarter?
But on J-hook on cut rope, you can go upside down and then it's one stand no matter what.
I've never tried it. Taylor would have broken your workout 13 and a half by a lot. Taylor would have broken it. I think if it's 13 and a half and you leave it at 6, I think it's a good workout. It's going to be the
Well, I don't think you'll have to make an adjustment if you leave the workout as is and it's 13 and a half
No.
reps. I think it's perfect as is. If this is actually 15 and the ones at regionals will actually be 13 and a half, I don't think you need to make an adjustment.
What do you guys think about this? And this, I don't know that this has ever been done in a competition, but I'm more than happy to be
You mean
this
back and forth like that?
be the person that does it that's wrong. What if it's 50-40 double unders and then the rope climb is also scaled? So you guys do less double unders and rope climbs, not the same amount of double unders as the guys.
double unders made the legless hard.
You broke on the double unders in the last round and you guys did too.
They said that's what made the rope climb so hard.
Very hard.
So I just wonder so why don't I just adjust the number of reps here?
But I broke the double unders because I got the mind fuck of no countdown.
Oh, yeah.
I had my jump rope in my
I
hand.
remember, I saw that and I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Angelo didn't even start at the 0. You started at the 5-second mark.
Yeah, I got the mind fuck of
That's
jumping
JR's
in.
fault.
I said before I go to the
I was
countdown.
really surprised when you broke. So that makes sense.
But I think 13.
There's going to be a way bigger discrepancy on this workout with the women. Period. It's just the way it is. Yeah. Like the ones that do really well and the ones that do.
Are you planning on doing cut rope?
It's all dependent on.
Okay. I think women probably either way should be at 2 rope climbs, whether it's cut or normal.
You think?
I think so, and just
But-
leave the dubs the same.
If the rope is 13.5, and I may be putting words in your mouth, I was hesitant for my rope climbs because of the legless pulls, not because of the rope climb in general.
For me too.
You know, because
But the women,
the women is hard, yeah. But we're talking the difference between you and I were doing 3 pulls to where we're going to be doing 2 if it was 13.5.
that's true.
It'd be 1-2, clamp and go.
which is that's usually what it is for me. Like when I'm jumping and focusing, I can do 1, 2, clamp and go. I still don't do more than 2 pulls. I was just doing 2 foot grabs.
I was 1, 2, 3, clamp and pull, and then sometimes I would miss it by a cock hair. And
My legs were
twice. I missed it by a cock hair. And
Me too. My legs, my pulling was fried. So hold on. To me, I think this is the best. This would be the best combo if you're doing cut rope climb, and I think if you're doing legless, 50 and 3 and 4 and 2. I don't think more than 3 for the guys on regular legless is necessary.
I think I like both those options.
I do too. No, I think it's cool.
Whichever one you choose, the minimum work is double unders and 1 rope climb. Just across the board, double unders and 1 rope climb across the board. You don't think you can
Double unders and finish the rope climb.
Yeah,
I think it's finished.
I'm 4 days on right now. I'm fucking not doing CrossFit.
What'd you do before this Kill Taylor?
Yeah,
If one of these workouts had to be a Kill Taylor workout, which one would you do?
probably the final. Not that I'm necessarily certain I'll do that well on it today, but
Be positive, dude.
all juiced up and pressed up for Kill Taylor, I'd probably destroy it.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, look, I'm gonna do this one, get in the hot tub.
Announcing him
Yep.
because I want to give him some love. Like he's super humble, right? And so,
Don't listen to him.
so for me, like that's important to me. I know that I don't know. He's already established his relationship with Jason that like he's gonna have to stop his programming.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's gonna make that. I don't know how that. I don't want to talk
Right.
for him. So if that's like ready to go now, like I'm cool with announcing him like pretty soon.
Okay.
So like as soon as that's done, like we can move forward with a lot of stuff. And I think I don't know what your I don't know if JR told you, but if we had to pick a Kill Taylor workout, it would be the legless or the rope climb workout. And I don't know, it's just so I'm getting goosebumps, but it's just weird how organically all this kind of worked out. Yeah. Like I would have worked with him without his association with any guys. Yeah. And then just like this buildup of all this coming together.
Oh yeah. Something about it not being a 220-inch wooden plow.
Yeah.
Because like I know you use the 40 all the time.
That looks fucking hard.
It's fine. It's just it's a little bit weird at first.
Yeah.
Like if I stack 220s, it feels like it to me it looks way easier than that.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I
agree.
Those for some reason it just looks way taller. I think because it's not as wide.
Yeah.
But no, like for me, just to do workouts, 36 is plenty, and 36 is like challenging enough to where I can keep going, but it's not. I don't have to think about it. Why I wanted to do 42 and 36 is because it's only a height that's ever been done at the games.
Yeah.
But why? It's just a box jump.
Right.
But I think that even the 30 of these will matter more
Than anything else in the workout?
No. I mean, the workout is the handstand walk for sure because you're doing it double the amount of times. There's only 90 GHDs and 30 of these. But the structure of the workout descending means that early on in the workout, if you're not very confident at the obstacle, there's a lot of time in between. As the workout goes on, there's very little chunks of box jump overs and GHDs. So in the end, it becomes a ball, which is good.
Yeah.
That way, if you're really good at the obstacle, you're gonna know because the last couple rounds are just obstacle. 30 GHD. 2, 1, go.
to finish. It's the box. It's the box.
All midline. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
The original workout was a single.
Why not that?
Because it lets the people hide that aren't good at the obstacle because they get to do it the most when they're fresh.
But do you think that's I'm just poking holes with a field that's not going to be the top guys there? Do you think that's necessary? Because I also think that among those guys, I'm really good at the obstacle. So I feel like, I don't know. I mean,
I think if everyone gets to do more obstacle in a short amount of time with less of that stuff, no, I think if they get to do more of it in the beginning, they can hide. Because once they get to the 12, once they get to the 24 and the 30, when they're tired, then it no longer is an obstacle workout anymore.
How was your intercostal?
You're a dick.
You ready in all caps?
Yes.
All right, then we're friends.
Nice, Taylor.
Let's go, Taylor. Let's go, baby.
come on.
just because there's not the race. I wanted to be on the back half.
It was a little more of a.
It was just kind of like who's gonna do their singles faster. It's like who can maybe do a touch and go. Like who wants to go for it. And it was just kind of like we were taking our breath. It was like very methodical and versus like push the pace. It's already sub 10 minutes. It's like how can we continue to throttle that stimulus? And it just seemed like so broken up. It was like everything was so segmented versus
If there's not as much hesitation of can I do the muscle ups unbroken, then we take reps there. I think if it's 12, they're saying I have to go unbroken. Kind of like the males are saying I have to go unbroken. But some of them can and some of them can't.
yes, the sandbag reps, whether it's touch and go or singles, that's the time it takes to do the work. But it's like the shuffling of feet between the 10-foot sections where it's like the crowd starts to really get into the workout. And when like there isn't shuffling of feet to the next session, like it just really slows
There
down.
will be drama for sure.
Yeah.
But it's like when you dump, do you get the first rep right away or do you stand there and feel sorry for yourself?